Hey, how's everybody doing? My name is Jordan Salas. Today's topic is going to be on aircraft hazards, particularly the F-16, which is also known as the Fighting Falcons. As an Air Force firefighter, we operate in multiple situations where our lives may be at risk, whether it be going in a burning building, encountering a combative patient with an altered mental status, or performing an aircraft crash recovery on an F-16 fighter jet. Since the 1970s until present day, over 4,540 F-16s have been produced. These single-engine, multi-role fighter aircraft monitor the skies, keep the area safe, and most importantly, protect us from harm's way in real war situations. The purpose of this speech is to inform my audience about the hazards of F-16s, and I want you guys to keep in mind that anything can happen, whether you're a firefighter, pilot, maintenance crew. You need to be aware of these hazards because the number one rule in life is safety. There are many life-threatening hazards when working with F-16s. I will discuss the life-threatening hazards of working with F-16s, such as hydrazine for firing munitions and the engine intake. To start off, let me explain what hydrazine is. Hydrazine is a colorless, flammable liquid with an ammonia-like odor. It is used on the F-16 as fuel to power the emergency power unit, also known as the EPU. Since the F-16 is a single-engine aircraft, in the unlikely event that it fails, hydrazine is needed in order to restart the engine. If you can't start the engine, you can't operate the flight controls or the ejection systems, so it's a critical line item. Hydrazine is extremely toxic. If inhaled, hydrazine can cause many symptoms. These symptoms include irritation of the eyes, the nose, and the throat. It also can cause altered mental status, which is dizziness, blindness, headache, and nausea, and in some cases, seizures or comas. Hydrazine is also extremely flammable. The F-16 holds up to 6.7 gallons of hydrazine. When the EPU is activated, emergency power unit, be aware of the exhaust as it burns up to 16,000 degrees. Hydrazine is also a corrosive liquid. If it comes into contact with your skin, it may cause chemical burns. Next, I will talk about additional hazards such as forward-firing munitions. Another life-threatening hazard of the F-16 is the forward-firing munitions. Forward-firing munitions encompasses a lot more than just a 20mm gun barrel. They also include air-to-air missiles, which is the AIM-9 Sidewinders, AIM-7, AIM-120 AMRAAMs, and also air-to-ground missiles, AGM-45, 65, 88, 136, etc. And free-fall munitions, also known as bombs. But the F-16 or Fighting Falcon has 9 locations for weapons payload. 1 on each tip of the wing, 3 under the wings, and 1 under the fuselage. For those of you that don't know what fuselage is, it's basically the body of the aircraft. But most importantly, be cautious when working around aircraft. Always approach it at a 45-degree angle and stay clear of the munitions. If you're going to conduct any radio transmissions, it needs to be at least 50 feet from the aircraft. And radio transmissions, meaning portable radios, cell phones, etc. Portable radios may not be intrinsically safe and may arm or set off the munitions. Finally, I will discuss the hazards involving the engine intake. One of the most common life-threatening hazards of the F-16 is the engine intake. Another reason why you should approach the aircraft at a 45-degree angle is because the engine intake, you need to maintain a safe distance, at least 25 feet from the front of the intake. Don't approach the engine intake closer than 5 feet from either side or the rear. On a running aircraft, you want to be at least 300 feet from the rear. The engine intake poses an ingestion hazard. That is why you must operate within these safe zone distances until the aircraft has been properly shut down. It poses a possible ingestion hazard, meaning that you can be sucked in through the engine. The F-16 is a dangerous machine. There are many hazards that can affect us, such as hydrazine, forward-firing munitions, or even the engine intake. Keep your head on a swivel and know that safety is the number one rule of life. You might say, why do I need to know this? I don't work with aircraft or have ever even seen an F-16. Just keep in mind that anything can happen, whether it be today, tomorrow, next month, or even a year from now. Anything can happen. And if you're not ready, your life will be at risk. Keep in mind it doesn't matter whether you're a firefighter, a pilot, or a maintenance crew. You should always be aware of your surroundings, especially when working with F-16s. Anyone can become a victim of F-16 hazards, but we can decrease our chances of getting hurt or even possibly losing our lives by being more informed and aware of all the moving parts in which we coexist with. Thank you. Have a great day.